Hello, we are so GATE 2012 chemical. We are solving only the thermodynamics and fluid mechanics part. Question number 35 is in a counterflow double pipe heat exchanger oil, m dot is equal to 2 kilogram per second, Cp is equal to 2.1 kilojoule per kilogram per degree Celsius, is cooled from 90 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius by water. M dot is equal to 1 kilogram per second, Cp is 4.2 kilojoule per kilogram per degree Celsius, which enters the inner tube at 10 degrees Celsius. The radius of the inner tube is 3 centimeters and its length is 5 meters. Neglecting the wall resistance, the overall heat transfer coefficient based on inner radius in kilowatt per meter square per degree Kelvin is option A 0.743, option B 7.43, option C 74.3 and option D 2475. So let UI be the overall heat transfer coefficient based on inner radius, then the heat transfer is given as UI into inner area into LMT. So inner diameter is D, so that is 3 into 2, that is 6 centimeter, and length is 5 meter. Okay, so AI is your pi dl by 100 because we are changing this centimeter into meter, or it will be 3 pi by 10 meter square. Okay, now finding the LMTD. To find out as the temperature of hot fluid entering and leaving is given, cold fluid, hot fluid entering and leaving is given. So this is entering at 90 degrees Celsius, leaving at 40 degrees Celsius, and the flow is counter flow, that is entering at 90 degrees Celsius, leaving at 40 degrees Celsius, and the temperature of the cold fluid entering is given also, that is 10 degrees Celsius, and okay, and the temperature of the cold fluid leaving the heat exchanger is not given. So that can be found out by balancing heat. So the specific heat and mass flow rate for both hot fluid and cold fluid is given. So the heat ejected by cold fluid should be equal to heat gained by cold fluid. So that is 2 into 2.1 into 90 minus 40, and this will be 1 into 4.2 Tc2 minus 10. So Tc2 will be your 60, and theta 1 is your 90 minus 60, or it will be 30 degrees, and theta 2 will be your 40 minus 10, 30 degrees. So as theta 1 and theta 2 are same, so LMTD is also 30 degrees. So as and heat transfer is given as this, well, this quantity 2 into 2.1 into 90 minus 40. So equating these two and putting the value of LMTD and AI, we can find out UI. So UI is your 7.43 kilowatt per meter square per degree Kelvin. Okay. So answer is option B. Next, in a 1-1 pass floating head type shell and tube heat exchanger, the tube OD 25 mm and ID 21 mm are arranged in a square pitch. The tube pitch is 32 mm. The thermal conductivity of shell side fluid is 0.19 watt per meter per degree Kelvin. Nozzle number is 200. The shell side heat transfer coefficient in watt per meter square rounded up to nearest integer is option A 11,000, option B 14,000, 1100, option B 1400, option C 1800, and option D 2100. So as for the internal flow, Nusselt number is HD by K. So H is convective transfer of the shell side, okay, and D is internal diameter, that is 21 by 1000, and K is thermal conductivity of fluid. In this is the conductivity is of fluid, that is 0.19. So putting the values, because Nusselt number is given as 200, putting the value we can find out H is your 1809.52, or approximately is 1800 watt per meter square per degree. So answer is option C. Next, a Newtonian fluid with a Newtonian fluid of viscosity mu flows between two parallel plates due to motion of the bottom plate as shown in below, which which is moved with a velocity, the top velocity v. The top plate is stationary, so this is the bottom plate and is moving with velocity v, and this gap is v. This is fluid. The steady laminar velocity profile in x direction is option A v y minus b, b v y b square minus 1, c v 1 minus v y by b square, d v 1 minus yb. Question number 15 is the force per unit area in x direction that must be exerted on the bottom plate to maintain the flow is option A mu vb by b, option B minus mu vb by b, option C 2 mu v by b, option D minus 2 mu v by b. So now take any element of fluid at a distance y from the moving plate, and this distance is y and this distance is v minus y. V minus y will be your v by b, because here the velocity for the plate at a distance b, the velocity is v, so this is your velocity change. Okay, and for distance v minus y it will be multiplied by v minus y, so u will be your 1 minus y by b. Okay. So answer is option D. Okay. Now second question is force per unit area. So for Newton law we have tau is equal to mu du by dy, and this is your du by dy is your this differential of 1 will be 0 and this will be here it should be 1 minus. Okay, and differential of y by b will be your 1, or differential of y will be 1 minus 1, or it will be minus mu v by b, or this is in negative x direction, so both positive x direction will be mu v by, because as the flow is in this direction, okay, so the shear stress will be in this direction, negative, so answer will be so shear stress we found is in negative x direction. So let us change something. So the force that should be exerted it should be mu v by to maintain the flow to overcome shear stress. Okay, so answer is option A.